Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Rocky, back again with a brand new video. Today, we are diving into something that most people never think about, but every cybersecurity pro should understand: how cybercriminals actually think. Have you ever wondered what goes on inside a hacker's mind when they choose a target, plan an attack, or find a vulnerability? Trust me, it's not random, it's calculated, and sometimes even genius in its own way. If you can learn to think like a hacker, you can defend like a pro. So, stick with me because we are going to explore the exact mindset cybercriminals use and how you can use it to stay one step ahead. Alright, let's jump straight in and get inside the mind of a cybercriminal. So, before we talk about the techniques, let's start with the mindset. A hacker doesn't look at a website, app, or even a network the way normal users do. They see everything as an opportunity. Every login page, every form, every small details is a possible entry point. When they approach a target, they are not thinking, can I hack this? They are thinking, where's the weakest link? For example, if the famous Rocky password leak back in 2009, hacker found that a popular app had a weakly protected database with millions of user password stored in a plain text. They didn't have to break some super secure system. They just exported a basic min configuration and took advantage of it. That's exactly how hackers think. They are not looking for the hardest challenge. They are looking for the easiest way in. And the interesting part, it's not always about the money. Some hackers do it for curiosity, some for bragging rights, and some just to prove they can. That's why understanding their mindset is so important, because once you start thinking the way they do, you can see the gaps in your own security before they do. Alright, so once a hacker have the right mindset, the first thing they usually do is recon. Basically, gathering information as much as they can about their target. And here's the thing, they don't just jump in and start attacking right away. They take time to look around, study the system, and find out what's exposed. They might scan the network to see what services are running, check for open ports, or even dig through social media to find employee details. Sometimes it's as simple as looking for an email address they can use for phishing. This step is super important because the more they know, the easier it is to pick the right attack. And as a defender, if you can think like this, you can find and lock down those unlocked windows before someone exploits. Once hackers have all the information they need, the next step is usually exploitation, actually breaking in. Now, this can be done in two main ways: technical exploits and social engineering. Well, technical exploit includes things like taking advantage of an unpatched vulnerability, misconfigured servers, or weak password, and social engineering, which is basically hacking people instead of a system. And honestly, social engineering is one of the most common way attackers get in. They know the vulnerable factor is often the weakest link. Sending a phishing email, creating a fake login page, or even pretending to be an IT support can trick someone into handing over access without ever realizing it. A lot of big breaches started with something as simple as one employee clicking a malicious link. That's why hackers love targeting people. It's easier than fighting firewalls and antivirus software. Alright, so after hackers get in and do what they came to do, the last thing they want is to get caught. That's where covering tracks comes in. A smart hacker will try to erase any sign they were ever there. They might delete logs, hide files in random places, or use tools that leave almost no trace. On top of that, most of them use VPN, proxies, or Tor from the very beginning, so their real location is hidden. For defenders, this step is tricky because if the hacker is good, they will try to make it look like nothing ever happened. That's why monitoring and having multiple layers of logs in different places is so important. It's make it harder for attackers to completely disappear. So after hearing all this, you are probably thinking, alright, but how do I actually use this? Honestly, it's about looking at your stuff the same way a hacker would. Step back and ask yourself, if I wanted to break into my own system, where should I start? Check for weak password, old software, and anything that look like an easy way in. And don't forget the woman side. People are usually the easiest target. Teach your team or even your friends how to spot phishing and social engineering tricks. Even if you think you are too small to be a target, trust me, hackers don't care. They will go after whatever is possible. If you really want to go deeper into this mindset, I actually have the Pentester playbook available on our store. It's packed with practical stuff to help you test and secure your system like a pro. You can grab it from the link in the bio if you are interested. At the end of the day, it's all about thinking like them so you can stay one step ahead. Alright, that's it for today. Now, you have got a little peek inside how cybercriminals actually think, and hopefully, you can use that mindset to lock down your own system. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more cybersecurity content. Also, if you want to deep dive into testing your own system, check out the Pentester playbook in the bio. It's got a ton of practical tips to help you to level up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is Rocky signing off. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you in the next one.